You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The WATE, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the WATE, the world according to Eli. I'm your host, Eli. This is my dad, the monitor, and my boy, Fredy, the co-host.
Yep.
Peace. I'm not the monitor, I'm the moderator.
The moderator.
All right, moderator. He called me the monitor.
Yes.
It's all good. It's all
I thought
good.
it sounds the same.
Nah, it's not the same.
Diction is very important.
Diction is very important.
And this is why I have him for going to school, so he can teach me how to pronounce things properly.
Clap that up. Clap that up. How you doing, gentlemen?
We are doing good.
Another week of school for you. You said you got an 81 on that test.
81 on that test.
Clap that up again.
Listen, when the average is a 26 out of 50.
Okay. All right. So we getting that done. How was your week, young man?
My week was good. I'm getting ready for this big fight night.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Saturday.
I forgot about
that's
that.
right. We got to talk about that.
I'm watching promos.
Getting hyped and ready for the fight.
Yeah, definitely. You already know.
All right, but first we'll get into some NBA All-Star Weekend. You know, the
amazing.
NBA, they do this big. I think they have it figured out better than baseball and definitely better than football.
Yeah.
Like I nobody watches
Nobody
the Pro
watches
Bowl,
the Pro Bowl. No.
Absolutely.
right? So let's go into the celebrity game. You know,
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith gets ejected.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He got a tech. He was talking all that smack. His team lost.
Right.
Yep.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. You know, you see by the two different teams who can really ball.
Right.
Quavo, bro. Quavo out here. Ugh.
Yeah, and Common can ball.
And Common can
Yeah.
ball. And then also, you know,
Look.
other celebrities that I've seen
Listen,
before.
They need to bring the Drake, Justin Bieber, Quavo out here.
Let's
Yeah,
get
They
it.
need to bring that for next year, bro.
Yeah,
That'd
because
be
they've been
fire.
practicing.
Yeah, let's get that
They were
going.
balling.
And then we get to the real stuff.
Yeah, basically that was just the preview. Then we get to
warm-up.
Yeah, warm up, you know. Bad Money scored 2 points.
Absolutely. And
But
then,
that Saturday we had the skills challenge.
the skills challenge, the 3-point challenge, and the dunk contest.
Let's start with the skills challenge. I hear
Sorry, I just got so emotional talking about the dunk. I just mentioned
we'll
that.
get to it. We'll get to it. Bam Adebayo.
Bam Adebayo won the
Adebayo.
Adebayo.
I always
Adebayo.
screw his name
Adebayo.
up. He wins the skills challenge.
He won the skill challenge. Pretty, you know.
That's
easy.
3 years in a row. Big man wins it.
Yes.
Which is making these little guys.
Yeah.
And they can't pass no more. Like what's wrong with you?
What's up with the passing?
yeah.
What's up with the passing?
And then, you know, that last shot, it's a make or break
And then
shot.
two, the night before you're partying.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
Most of these guys are having a good time.
They don't really care what the
Right, but
Right.
you still, you participate, you want to win.
But I do like it when it's new faces that we wouldn't expect to win.
Yes, yes.
Like when Steph Curry won a couple years ago. This was before Golden State Steph Curry.
Yes, absolutely.
Like before they really started, and he won it. I would have liked to see Trae Young win it, but Tatum hit that half court shot.
That's what it boils down to.
But yeah, I'm excited for and happy for Bam in Miami,
Yeah.
and then moving to the
He's had a good year.
yeah, absolutely.
And he's emerging as a star.
Yeah.
And I like when players come from the dirt, meaning they're not highly scouted or
Right.
drafted,
They're
really
sleepers.
Right, they really work hard. Butler from Miami is also the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He worked hard.
But wasn't he like a top 15 pick?
Nah, I'm not sure, but I believe he came
No,
in a
he
low
was
draft,
a late first round.
and then he kind of worked his way up.
Because
So
people were saying that he was a steal.
Yeah, but it was his defense that
Right.
Yeah.
his
he had to-
offense came later.
Right.
Same thing like Kawhi Leonard.
right. But
I'm
Kawhi's
telling you,
hands were just too
You
big.
can't teach defense.
Right, you
can
gotta-
teach
Yeah.
offense.
Right, defense, you gotta want to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the 3-point shootout, I'm hearing Buddy Hield pull that
Buddy
off.
Hield pulled that out. I thought Trae Young was
I
gonna.
thought Devin Booker was going to take that one. He was cooking.
Yeah, definitely.
Who were the two finalists? Buddy Hield against who?
Buddy Hield against
Devin Booker and this weird dude
from
that
Washington.
used to be on the Spurs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm not gonna try.
And it was a tight race. I thought I was going for Trae Young because I'm thinking Trae. This is
This is easy.
This is easy.
But
for you.
what you'll find out is the really good 3-point shooters, sometime in the contest, They just don't fare well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen others. You go,
They're
I know
more
he's
under
gonna
pressure,
win.
Like they're more under pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
you know, them just in a gym by themselves with nobody around.
And I love Trey, but he doesn't have that seasoned touch of a Steph Curry just yet.
He'll get there.
He'll get there. I'm just saying, but like I don't like to compare those two, but like I just see a lot in him.
Yes.
He modeled his game after him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So he is going to be the one to pick up the reins, and when Steph Curry finally retires,
Right.
he's not going to be able to rest long because this guy is coming.
Yeah.
You know, and he might
Even
break
right now,
all,
he's coming. He's averaging
Right.
like 28 or 29.
he might break all of his 3-point records.
And Buddy Hill and winning that was huge. I mean, I've seen what he can do. I like him way better with the Kings than his previous team, New Orleans.
Right.
There's
right.
just a better fit because there's a bunch of young guys. With
And I
Fox
think they're featuring him a little bit
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
with
And
the
he already got
Kings.
paid more. He already got paid. So.
Right.
Right. So now,
And what do you guys think about the Mountain Dew 3-point thing?
Oh yeah, that was interesting. But
I
here's the
like it.
thing.
I like that.
what was going on there?
They added this new ball where it's like Mountain Dew.
Ah.
So like
Yeah.
it's a little bit like farther away, but if you make it, you get 3 points instead of
Oh.
Two. Yeah.
instead of 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
but the
sponsorship.
problem is I have the first rack, then the second rack, then that Mountain Dew ball, then the middle rack, then another Mountain Dew ball, and then the corner. So it kind of slows down my pace, and I gotta do this.
Well, they should add a few extra seconds for that at least.
Yeah.
You know, maybe as they tweak it because, you know, the NBA is always tweaking
Right,
stuff. So
right,
they'll
right.
tweak it.
Yeah.
So now, let's get to the dunk contest.
Yeah.
A man was robbed.
My boy Aaron Gordon was
A man was
I'm
robbed.
extremely.
I mean, that's the general consensus around
I'm
it.
extremely pissed
I'm tired.
because, see, in 2016, that was the best dunk contest I've ever seen.
It was
Yeah,
very good.
the best concert, bro.
Right?
I screamed.
Now, his final dunk for that sat in the air.
Yes.
Dunked over his mascot,
Oh,
sat in the
yeah,
air.
yeah.
I said, it's a wrap.
Didn't even touch the mascot.
Yes.
Right? But then I said, okay, cool. Zach LaVine did the little,
Like, it was-
360 free
From the
throw.
free throw line, yeah.
I said, okay, and that one I count because that was really from the free throw. So I
Yeah,
said, okay,
yeah.
cool. You know what? I'm going to give it to Zach LaVine.
Like it could have gone either way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You weren't upset.
No, I was,
But
but I still would have.
creativity wise, I would have gave it to Gordon because
right.
he did like the spinning
Right.
mascot.
Yes, he did a
the-
number of things that
he
were
did a
really
lot
Then
of
the
good
following
things.
year, Aaron Gordon gets hurt. Zach LaVine doesn't participate, or I think he does, and he lost. But Aaron Gordon got hurt because remember he was trying to do the drone thing, which would have been dope if he was healthy.
I remember.
So this year it's Johnson Jr. also from Miami.
Yeah, Derrick Jones.
Derrick Jones,
Miami
I'm
was
sorry.
trying to rob everything. They was trying to win the 3-point one.
Yeah.
They won the skill one.
Right.
Yeah.
And they won
the
the
dunk
dunk contest. Right. I'm sorry for mispronouncing his name. But it was very close and very competitive. I agreed with Gordon because he was like, yo, I have 4 50s already.
He had 5 50s technically.
5.
Right, 5. But at the time, it was 4. And he was like, I don't feel like doing 2 extra rounds.
Right.
Trying to get this. And the dunk that he did was fire.
Listen, I saw the 360 dunk off the side of the backboard.
That was crazy.
He was like, oh my God, I turned off my TV. I turned it off.
So then your boy does a, windmill.
Look, I'm not disagreeing that he shouldn't have won because obviously he won, but he kept doing the same old win.
The variation
the
of the same
variation was the same. The dunk
Okay.
was theoretically the same.
Okay, so, but here's the thing. I'm gonna be a little bit of a devil's advocate. What did you think about Aaron Gordon jumping over Chance the Rapper 3 times in a row?
But the dunk itself was not the same.
Yeah, okay.
It was
okay.
different
It was
every
the same. It
time.
was the same prop, but not
It was the
like-
same
right,
prop,
okay. Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was
yeah.
a different dunk every time.
Right.
And I think the only reason why he did it 2 times was because he didn't expect it to go that long.
Right, and he was starting to run out of ideas, which I thought too.
Yeah.
So then they give Jones a 48. So I'm like, okay, cool. Look, Gordon, all you gotta do is get another 50. You just got 5 of them. Just
Yes.
get one more. So then he brings in Taco Fall.
Ooh.
Taco Fall without shoes is 7'5". With shoes, he's 7'7".
Yes.
Did his thing, and me and Malcolm, we was watching it. We was like, yo, if he dunked over Taco Fall, like
It's over.
it's over. Does a beautiful 2-handed dunk. I don't really care.
Oh, it was beautiful.
But-
no, it was
Look,
beautiful.
I
was-
think what they used against him was the fact that towards the end, if you look at the replay, he kind of didn't clear him a little bit.
But he's
But
7'7".
he's 7'5".
He cleared 95% of him.
Yeah.
So then,
And the hand-eye coordination, because you got to jump, you got to catch the ball, you got to make sure you open your legs, you got to dunk it.
like the
should've
dunk
been-
was a lot.
Yeah.
Like the dunk from the Milwaukee Bucks player Pat. I'm not trying to pronounce his last name, but
Connaughton.
Connaughton, right?
Yeah.
He dunked over. He dunked over Giannis, but he was also trying to bang the ball against the backboard and dunk it back.
Yeah,
in. That's why it was so difficult because he had
Yes.
to try to jump over Giannis, bang it against,
And then dunk it.
Right.
So the degree of difficulty.
Yeah, it was harder.
So then I'm looking at the judges, right? I'm like, okay, cool. D-Wade gives him a 9. I said, all right. Common gives him a 10. Candace gives him a 10. Then I see a Chris. No, I know his name.
Okay, why is he a judge?
Chad.
Why is he a judge?
Chadwick Baldwin, who I love you as Black Panther.
Leave. He was a judge last year too. Leave.
Yes.
We do not want you to be a judge.
I don't need Common
You don't
either.
play basketball.
Yes.
But
Common plays ball
basketball. He
and
knows
understands the
rhymes.
game.
Yeah.
You're an actor.
And
All right,
then-
your moves are fire. Listen,
All of them Hall of Famers there.
And then Scotty gave him a 9. And then I'm looking at the
look,
score.
Scotty's-
It's a
to me, Scotty is
47.
biased. I feel like Scotty is biased.
And I feel like D-Wade was biased
Well,
at the
D-Wade,
end.
upon second look at it, from what I understand, 3 judges were going to give the 10s. The other 2 judges give the 9s, which would have made it 48 apiece. As soon as the D-Wade put up his 9, he took his headpiece out. And when you take your headpiece out, that means you out of here.
Right.
So he kind of, I think, was the one that dropped the ball.
Yeah.
So when somebody looked at it from a conspiracy theorist standpoint, I think D-Wade had originally agreed, all right, 3 of us to give a 10, 2 of us to give a 9. Maybe we have a dunk off.
Right.
And he gave it a 9, and he walked off very fast. He looked suspicious. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You know, and he biases guys from
Come
Miami.
on, bro. Everyone, bro, in the whole stadium, they were like, "What?"
And
Yeah.
the more times I watch it over, I'm like, how can you
I
buy
get
him
tired.
again?
I get tired every time I watch it. Like I watch it over again, and I couldn't believe that he lost.
And dude, like he at least has to have at least 2.
Yes.
Or at least
so he
one.
said he's not going to be in it anymore.
Yeah.
if I was Jones, I would have been like, "Here, take it."
And
I don't want it.
And I don't blame him if he decides he doesn't want to be in this contest
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, he was
First
like,
of all,
"Bro,
it's a
I'm
lot of
done."
work.
He was like, "Bro, I'm done. I'm gonna try to win the 3
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So he basically
But
knocks
other
that
than that, it was pretty eventful.
off. Saturday was
do
pretty
we
good.
think? Do we think that the dunk contest is gonna be the same without him now? Like
No, because I do think if you get 2 amazing dunkers, I'm about to mention, John Morant, who I was upset that he declined,
Yes.
and Zion Williamson.
Yes.
Get
of course,
those-
Zion is gonna Zion
But
is gonna-
dude,
They will bring a level of
that's gonna be the next Aaron
intensity.
Gordon, Zach LaVine, and it's gonna be a power forward or guard. Who you rooting for?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Ja Morant, his dunks are probably going to look more beautiful because he's off the floor longer, because he's smaller.
But
the
Zion-
power,
Zion could do the
Zion has
same
got the
thing.
power dunks, and that's going to make for a great.
So yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Look, we need LeBron.
I think they need to make not at 36. They need to let these amateurs.
Yeah,
the ones you
the
see
street
on
ball,
YouTube,
the street ball,
those
yeah.
street baller guys,
Yeah.
they're doing some amazing dunks.
Yeah.
I would love to see them.
I would love to
Even
see
if
that.
they do them a separate contest because
Right.
they're not in the NBA,
NBA, right.
they should feature that.
Yeah, no,
because
I agree with that.
But then they gotta pay him. You know.
I mean, I'm paying you with TV time. No one would know who
but
you was.
it's sort of like the halftime show. Even though you're not gonna you getting a lot of variety and
Right.
your stock goes up after
right,
that.
right. You don't get paid for it, but you get the notoriety and
Yeah, you got the clout.
you get
Yeah.
the clout.
You got the clout.
So I thought the new rules for the All-Star game were great. I was a little confused.
I was confused at first.
Yeah, I
too.
was really confused.
I was like, what? Like they're going back to 0, but then the scores actually.
Yeah.
And then I understood you're trying to win each quarter
And-
because your organization gets money.
Right. Speaking of that, real quick, I appreciate
That's
it.
Chris Paul. Can we clap it up for Chris Paul?
Oh man,
You gotta clap it up for Chris Paul.
Chris Paul was out there
Finally,
balling.
And Kobe, because Kobe and him were talking about it before Kobe passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, look, you need to fix it. You the player of
Yes,
the
you
president
need- right.
squad. You need to fix it. But I was saying, I want to give props to Giannis because he gave even more charity after, even though his team lost.
He threw up another $100,000
that was
into his
fire.
charity, and I think LeBron would have did the same thing because at the end of the day, we're talking kids,
Right?
And these are money to help their program.
Yeah, and I kind of looked at the final total of it, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way when I saw Giannis's team have 100, but LeBron's team had 400. I get the scheme of it, but because the third quarter ended in a tie,
that's what happened.
That money didn't go anywhere,
right?
And they had to transfer. Yeah, right. And they gave more money to LeBron's team because they won the final.
Right. So, with that being said, I watched
it was one of the best All-Star games I watched in my life,
and I loved it because it wasn't the game clock wasn't on.
Right.
And it was just like, dude, whoever gets 100.
The fourth quarter though, like
I've seen a lot of games. And I haven't seen an All-Star game that intense.
Like, okay, some people were saying it was because of Kobe and like they were trying to honor Kobe, trying to fight it out. But like in general, I feel like they got like excited because they knew something was on the line.
Absolutely, and
those guys were out there D'ing each other.
And I think it was LeBron too. Like LeBron was like, "Hey, let's go," and Giannis was like, "All right, let's go."
And then too, I love the 3 calls because that should have been a jump ball. They fixed that.
Yep, they did.
And they called 2 offensive fouls on Lowry because that was charges that he took.
And LeBron's shot got blocked.
And they did get blocked, even though we thought it was a goaltend.
It was a goaltend.
Oh man, this guy's long, man. This guy Giannis is long.
Giannis not playing, bro.
And the thing is, look, we playing to 157. Whoever gets there first.
And the final score equaled 24.
And the final score
equaled. It sucked that it ended in free throw, but that would have been fire if it would have been like a shot.
Yeah.
Yes, and me and Eli talked about that too. You can't make it because I said the last basket should be a shot.
They should have done it how they're doing a street ball, where like it has
you got to win by 2.
Yeah, you got to win by 2.
So that means it would have been 2 free throws. Because what happens is teams will just stop fouling you. If I know the referee's not going to call a foul, I'll stop fouling you, and then somebody could get hurt. It is an All-Star game. So I think they'll tweak that somehow. You got to win by at least 2.
By 2.
Even if it's free throws. Yeah. Like, had he made both free throws, the game is over. You lost by 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying, I don't know how LeBron keeps doing. Guys, I've been watching these last 3 formats, right? As LeBron as captain. Mm-hmm. It always goes the same way. If the first quarter ends in a tie, then either Steph's team or Giannis' team goes up at halftime. Then the third quarter, LeBron's team is coming back by 20, and then by the fourth quarter, he'd be like, all right, well.
And listen, when I looked at the minutes, all LeBron starters only had 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And all the Giannis starters had 29 minutes. So I kept saying, what is LeBron going to do? But then when they were fresh in the fourth quarter.
Right.
That's what they were doing. They saying, you know what? Let our other guys play, and then the fourth quarter, let's get fresh.
Credit to Chris Paul, who came in clutch. And I thought, to be honest with you, I would have liked him to have that Kobe MVP because he had way more impact.
Had they gave it to him, I wouldn't have mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? Had they said, Chris Paul, this is for you.
Kawhi was really cooking though.
Yeah, he was cooking early, and then he made some key defensive plays.
Absolutely. And speaking of Kawhi on the MVP, he is the only second player behind Michael Jordan to win Finals MVP, All-Star MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh wow! Clap that up in the same calendar year.
Yeah.
All right.
Did y'all hear what Giannis said about Harden?
Yeah.
He was just trying to make everyone go against Harden because he doesn't play defense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
and too, they both have a little bit of beef because Harden was upset that he didn't get MVP 2 years ago.
But you know what?
Or last year.
I also thought that the Giannis team should have had Trae Young in there at the end because he could shoot from anywhere. Yeah. And maybe Gobert because Gobert was having a crazy...
Yeah, he was.
A lot of people saying that.
Yeah, they should have had Gobert and Trae Young.
And he would have been blocking shots.
And Trae Young can pull up from...
the logo,
from the logo.
And then you wanted Luka in for LeBron's team.
I wanted Luka in, but Paul was playing so good.
Right.
You know, because Luka has the height and you know, he's another ball handler.
Absolutely.
So I wasn't really mad at that. The MVP went to Kawhi. I think it would have been really corny if LeBron would have been trying extra hard to get it. So LeBron did up. You can have that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Kobe tribute because I thought Common...
And the David Stern.
Yes, Common did an amazing job.
Yeah, and Jennifer Hudson.
Yo,
when she hit that high pitch, I was like, whoa, she still got that.
Yeah, so I thought the tribute overall, Magic Johnson.
Yeah, with David Stern.
Yeah, they mentioned David Stern.
The only problem I had with the tribute, not the Kobe one, but the Chicago one, they didn't put Derrick Rose in there because he's from Chicago.
Yes.
I'm talking about when they were looking at the city.
Yes.
The replica. They didn't put Derrick
Where
Rose.
was Kanye?
He was at the game.
No, I know he was at the game, but they probably didn't.
Yeah, there was
certain
certain celebrities I wanted in there.
Yes.
Like I wanted at least one of the Chicago Cubs players because they won the World Series for Chicago.
True.
You know, I'm saying if you're gonna talk about
the city itself.
Yeah.
And all that the city has to offer.
Look, if they would have let Kanye spoke, that would have been mad funny.
Yeah, no telling what he would have
Like
said.
they probably would have been like, "All right, you come to the game, but we're not gonna let you grab this mic."
Yeah, because then you might start really wild.
right.
And so, still on basketball, I wanted to ask you guys. Chris Bosh was upset because he didn't get nominated for the Hall of Fame this year.
Because I think it's Kevin Garnett.
What do you
Kobe.
think?
I do think he is a Hall of Famer. I just think by his stats, I mean, he's a 7-time All-Star, 2 champions. He did keep Toronto afloat.
Relevant for years.
25
and 10.
I'm looking at it. He deserves to be a first. I was thinking, because my only question is, are you a first ballot?
So maybe not first ballot.
Because that's what I'm saying. What would you guys say?
I'd probably say by his second or third time around.
Yeah. I feel like by
but first
year,
ballot, it has to be undeniable.
Right. And
you gotta understand, too, the competition is going up against Kobe, Garnett.
Well, they're all in, and I also felt he was the third wheel in Miami.
Right.
So,
but when they were going on that big streak when LeBron wasn't playing.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, yeah, so definitely, no. So no question he's a Hall of Famer. I just think it's a second ballot Hall of Famer.
Second or third ballot. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I think it's too early, too.
I agree with that.
I thought he was trying to get back into the league after he got cleared.
Yeah, but
with the blood clotting.
one thing you know that's so iffy. You don't want to start playing and then your heart give out on the court. And so you got to look at your future and say, I've already won a championship. I've spent, because had he still been playing, I agree, he'd have been putting up crazy numbers.
Right. Keeping Miami afloat with Jimmy Butler.
With Jimmy Butler and them. So, but in the grand scheme of things, he will get in when the time is right.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
All right, guys, let's talk Astros. There's been a lot of things going on about this Houston Astros team, and now it's coming from all over the place.
They become the Dark Empire.
Yeah.
Empire, you know.
Because Dusty Baker has been pleading with the league, commissioner, that to try to protect his players, because obviously they're going to be throwing pitches at his players. That's the name of the game.
Flipping bats.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot going on with that.
There's going to be a lot of fights, bro.
So what do you guys overall think about the Houston Astros?
Okay, so there's a lot. There's like 3 different stories I have. Because Carlos Correa and Cody Bellinger was going at it. Cody was like, dude, the MVP should go to Aaron Judge. Because I know he doesn't cheat. Right? And your dude, Jose Otuye, you know, him telling us not to rip his shirt.
Questionable.
And then that leads into Mike Trout. He was like, dude, you can rip off my jersey anytime.
He said something.
I don't got
shots
a
fired.
wire under, my
shots fired.
And then the Fredy, the player from the Braves?
Mark Markakis?
Yes.
No, Nick Markakis?
Yeah.
I know his last name is Markakis. He plays for Atlanta Braves.
He said something too, because he said that he wanted them to get punished and,
Yeah, he wanted to get punished, disciplined for...
So,
look,
do you think they should take the title away from them?
Or
just...
No.
How do you penalize a team that's already got the title?
Yeah, because ironically...
And it's somewhat... gone. Like, it's somewhat like the time frame is not the best. Like if this would have happened 2018, probably like
it probably
mid 2019.
Right.
Probably was quiet as kept.
Yeah, it probably lasted.
Because once you cheat, if you don't get caught, why would you stop?
Yeah.
But they're trying, what the Houston Astros are trying to do, they're trying to place that so far in their past.
Yeah, they're trying to forget. They're trying to make you forget about it.
Because even Aaron Judge spoke out.
Yeah, even he spoke. He said,
spoke out
and
about
he
that.
He said, I lost a lot of respect for Jose, and I deleted the tweet because somebody asked him, you had a tweet of praising Jose. He said, yeah, I had to delete it.
Right,
because it was a rap
because of these new circumstances.
Look, me playing devil's advocate here, I don't think one player should be pinpointed
penalized
for the cheating
when they all were doing it.
You don't know if that player for sure was participating in the cheating. So like you don't know the truth unless it's revealed to you.
Right.
Like philosophically speaking.
Right.
Like,
but we do know
as an organization they were cheating.
Yeah. They were cheating.
Now, can you imply that one specific player was cheating? Not necessarily.
And Fredy just told me too that multiple sources allegedly are saying that
Carlos Beltran was like a kingpin within the whole within the whole
organization.
Scheme of things.
Yeah.
Yes. So like a lot of players were coming up to him or were saying like, "Yo, we should stop doing this. This is not okay." Blah blah. And allegedly he was like denying it, putting it on the rug. Right. He uses influence with other players within the club to say that like, you know, he had basically all the power, and saying that like we should keep going.
And unfortunately, that.
But we don't know that for sure.
Right. Because
that's allegedly.
But also too, that put his future job with the.
He's done
as
a manager.
Yeah, he's done with the manager.
In jeopardy.
But like me knowing him personally, I know he's very smart at the game, and he's been around the game for so long. It's kind of easy for him to pinpoint these pitches and pinpoint all these things. Now, do I think he was a kingpin? Not necessarily. I think he was just more of an influence when it came to the young players and telling him like, yo, this is what you should look for, this is what you should bat for, this is what you should not do it.
Here's my take on this. All of these teams cheat.
Right.
Sign stealing has been around since baseball has been around.
Yeah.
But never this intricate. See what I'm saying?
It's because the technology. So because the integration of technology and like sort of hiding it and like maybe putting it in different angles of the stadium so that you could see it is messed up.
I mean, banging on garbage cans, wearing a wire, a buzz, that's a little
that's what I'm saying.
Top.
Like technology, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a little over the top.
Like it's just hard because like I don't want to bash Beltran because that's one of my favorite players ever. Mm-hmm. And if he were to go to Hall of Fame, like you can't really use this against him because you don't know he was the one.
No, you can't say for sure.
So he would still be a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Yeah, he'd still be a Hall of Famer, but there's always going to be an asterisk.
Asterisk, yeah.
Because now people are going to go really. So and I always like Carlos Beltran as well.
And he's a great guy.
And I think he just got caught. Guy. He's the fall guy. There's always
they try to put him on him. Do not put it on him. I think first of all, it was the coach. And I think it was a GM. I think it was heavily the GM.
Yes.
And the owner too, because the owner kept rephrasing his statements. He kept saying one thing, but then referring to another. But then he kept saying.
So this boils back down to the question: should that title?
Right. Because
in college, like if you get caught cheating, or the Heisman winner, if you get caught, they just remove it from you.
Right.
And
this is different for me because I remember I keep bringing up my Patriots in 2007, but they lost that championship.
Right.
And I don't know how NFL would have handled that.
Had they won.
Right. And then years
Mm-hmm.
later come out Spygate.
See, but what I'm saying is like for a player, from the player's perspective, I would feel really bad because like I put the same amount of work in, regardless of the team
absolutely.
Because like I can know the pitch, but if I don't hit the pitch, it's not like I'm not doing anything if I don't hit it.
But take a guy like Mike Trout.
Right.
If he knew what pitch was coming, he would never miss. Like you understand? So the really good hitters, if they know exactly what's coming, you would never get them out. So it's always a guessing game, and there's always a sign stealing thing so that maybe you guess right. But when it's on an intricate level, where it's like we know what pitch is coming, that becomes a little not like.
And it only happened at home. Now, if it would have happened away, that would have been insane.
Right.
But
But at home, you feel more comfortable.
At home, you naturally feel more comfortable.
Right. And listen, when they start playing back those games and they start hearing that garbage can, now,
I have sources like Gio would say, he would be like, "Yo, I used to hear these trash cans."
But I didn't think.
I didn't think it was a part of the time sitting. I would just hear trash cans. I thought it was the fans. You get into the adrenaline.
Right, because fans be beating things.
They have the cup or whatever. So it's just like a lot of noise happens while you're in the dugout. Like you're not excluded from it.
Right.
So you just never know. Like it's a weird topic because like I'm pro player.
Right.
But then again, organizationally, it's wrong.
Right.
But I'm still pro player because like I know the amount of work you still got to put in.
Right.
To be able to hit these pitches.
But just like in football, if I know every time that you're going to run the ball, that's an advantage for me, and it makes it hard for you to win. If I know every time you're going to throw the ball, and I can put an extra defender back there, so it's unethical. Now, you get any edge you can get within the rules of the game.
Right.
But you don't go outside of the rules of the game.
Like, prime example, LeBron did something smart in Game 5. He got Draymond suspended.
Right.
Because Draymond was already on thin ice from the Steven Adams incident.
Right. So but that's in the rules of the game. Right.
And it benefited. They won Game 5, they won Game 6, and then Game 7 tossed the ball to
Absolutely. So that's a smart way to get that done. Francis Martes, what team does he play for?
The Astros. He's the Astros pitcher.
He got suspended for the whole year for PED, so keep that in mind. He won't be playing performance-enhancing drugs. He's out. Yeah, he's a pitcher for the
Houston
Astros, and I guess he failed the drug test. Yeah. So stay off the weed. No, this is steroids.
Yeah, steroids, yeah.
Now, they got this new rule where when you bring a pitcher into the game, he has to face 3 batters.
I don't like that.
I don't like it. I think it messes up strategy.
Yeah. It messes up flow.
Because I might only be in, hey, Fred, I need you to go in and get this one guy. And then I need to go back to Eli, my lefty. Yeah. So I wonder how that's going to play. I get what they're trying to do, guys.
Like, what if you just suck? Like, you just having a bad night, but I still got to face these 3
Right. Yeah.
Like, I could just cost you the game.
I didn't think about that.
Right. You just cost me the game.
Right.
And, like, the fatigue, the pitchers, because the pitchers already throw a lot.
And now I'm starting to think if that's what was going on with Kershaw, there was a couple moments.
Look, the average speed of the game has increased, like, dramatically from the past.
And they was trying to reduce it, but it's increased.
No, I'm saying the pitch speed.
Oh, yeah.
The pitch speed for a fastball, the average is like 96, 97. Where like 3-4 years ago, it used to be like 92.
Right. So
Absolutely. It's like these pitchers are still throwing
hard.
Yeah.
So you gotta save their arm.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you don't want to like.
And I'm thinking because I'm starting to now think of like other pitchers and one.
And how does I'm sorry to cut you off, but how does that speed up the game?
Yeah.
I guess it means because you know what. Every time you bring a pitcher in, it's 10 minutes. He got to walk in from the dugout.
I mean, if you watch it from
he got to get in. He got to throw 15 pitches to warm up.
But they already warmed up, though.
No, but then they get to the mound, and then they warm up again. And then, so I can see how. And then
like on TV, it don't feel that way. It feels like 5 minutes.
And then let's say he warms up, he faces this one batter, and then, the manager come out, give me the righty, and then the righty got to come in, and he got to walk from the dugout, and he got to fix his hat,
they're reducing.
And then he got to throw 15 pitches, and then he gets it out, and then the manager comes back out, give me the lefty comes in, he's got to walk from the dugout, he's got to get in there, he's got to warm up. So yeah, I can see how it could express the game out.
Yeah.
And see, baseball is already long unless you're playing.
Right, or unless you're watching the game.
Yeah, you're at the game. It moves along.
It moves a lot.
Even when I'm at the game, I'm like, yo. I got to be done by 9. Cause
this is crazy. Yeah. So, and we spoke about a shot clock.
Oh, yeah. So I was thinking of the 24 shot clock because I do know that they were thinking of it.
I think they tried it in college baseball. I'm not sure when.
But then they're gonna try the Saturday spring training. The game starts. Mm-hmm. They're gonna try like automatic umpires.
Oh,
they're trying that for spring training.
Ooh.
Where like
I don't think I like that.
What is that?
That's just something that's gonna tell you whether there's a strike or not. I don't need no guy behind.
Yeah, they're gonna try it for spring training.
And see, my thing is, I like the umpire who has his own style. And it's straight.
I mean,
and you
not the
looking back
ones on
like,
Okay, but then
you
too,
looking back like,
but
bro,
then too, when we was watching that ALCS championship, there was a lot of
bad calls.
There was a lot of bad calls.
Do you think that influenced too? Do you think the umpires were in it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
They probably had to, bro.
Because there was some
clear strikes.
You already know. We was like, what?
We were like, what the
But let me
heck?
ask you, does that make the game too perfect now? Now, because we see it on TV. We see the box, and we go, there's no way that ball
But in real life,
was
there's
in
no
that
real
box.
Right.
It's no real box, but now with the automated, it's like, it's got to be in that box. And I don't know if the hitters, I think that takes away from the the pitcher's ability
and the humanity of the
to get a strike that was the ball.
right, and have to catch a frame it,
Yeah.
to catch a boom.
because that went back to the NFL referees.
Right.
Because, but his thing is humanity, like people's eyes.
Human error.
A human error, right? Absolutely.
So if you take away the whole human
Right.
element, but let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, no, I'm interested. Like, I'm open to it. Maybe it could speed up the game.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
it'll speed the game up.
But yeah, I'm not riding with that pitcher rule.
Yeah, that pitcher rules.
Yeah, no, that picture was weird.
And Fred, you did say that they're thinking about making the bracket bigger, the playoff bracket.
Oh yeah, they're trying to increase the playoff bracket from 4 teams to 8 teams.
I think that
Sort
makes
of
sense.
like NBA, where
Yeah,
there's 30 teams.
yeah.
And
I don't like the playing game. I don't like you work all season, and if you lose this one game,
Right, you
I
can't.
kind of do though.
give me 3 games because I want to be able to, at one game, if y'all just better than me that day, it's over.
Right,
It's kind of tough,
Yeah.
As football is difficult, we know that's one game regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
But in baseball, I think you should. I think the first round should be 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And then 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5,
And then 4 out of
7.
7. And then the World Series 4 out of 7.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with
I can
that.
agree with that.
All
But
right.
also too, like, I feel like if they do increase more teams, it would improve other teams to try harder.
And
So there's a
opportunity.
lot of teams that do not try tank.
Right.
Because it's not even because you're tanking for the draft, because the draft you just never know.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They probably tank for international pool money because that's where all the fire people come from.
Yep, absolutely.
But other than that, like, some teams are just not trying.
Yes.
So I feel like if they open 4 more slots, it would give more
And
opportunity
this way,
for other teams.
you don't have no buys.
Right,
Nobody's
right.
got to buy.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing.
It's like, and it's the same thing with the NFL. They were thinking about adding 2 more teams.
I think they should. All of that sit at home and wait. No, get out here
Right.
and play.
Yeah, I know. Look, I feel like baseball needs to do 3 things: improve the schedule,
Please.
not reducing games, just fitting the schedule so that it's player friendly and fan friendly.
Okay.
Because you can have the same amount of games, just have certain games influence more than others. So like not have like 7 games in a day. That's impossible.
Right.
Just have like 3, 4. Like
right.
you have to reduce the amount of content, but
and,
like improve
and
the quality.
increase the quality. Okay.
Exactly. They should do that, 1. 2, they should brand the player more. As a
Yeah. Like
meaning,
Subways.
I said this last week.
Yeah.
Meaning, Mike Trout cannot walk down New York City like a normal person
And not be recognized.
and
Right.
not be recognized unless you're a baseball fan.
Yeah.
Right.
That cannot happen.
Absolutely.
And like
what's
as
the
I'm
third
saying,
thing?
third thing. What was the third thing? What's the third thing?
I was talking. Well, okay.
Nah, I don't think there was a third
Okay,
thing.
player friendly, brand their players more.
Oh, social media presence.
Okay.
Teams have social media. Players have social media, but they don't use it.
Gotcha.
Like the teams use it just to like announce certain things.
Yeah, announcements,
But
things
like
that's going on.
players, as in like, I want to know what Aaron Judge's diet is like.
Right.
I want to know.
And you want to hear from him.
I want to hear from him.
Right.
I want to know what other things interest him besides baseball.
Right.
Like I don't want to go listen to you talk to the Yes Network telling me, yeah, I like this, I like that, because I'm not gonna listen to the Yes Network.
Right,
I want like direct. I want to feel like I know you as a
Right,
person.
as a person,
so
right,
that when
right.
maybe we have similar interests and I get to meet you and we talk about it, blah blah blah.
Right.
Like it just fan to player relationship
For
needs to
me,
improve.
to add on to your list, I want to see players' emotions.
Yes, a little bit more.
That too, like let them flip the bat. Bro.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Let's play like kids. And like,
Let them flip the
yo.
bat, you know?
Okay.
And be like, hey, thank you for the home run. Appreciate it.
Like MLB, you just need to hire me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hire me. I got you. Like
Freddie's
I'm
got
already
you.
connected. That's not an issue.
Hire the man. The man got some brilliant ideas.
I'm trying. You never know.
So let's talk a little.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
Just a little bit of football. We have Myles Garrett has been reinstated.
Right, from the incident with
I never thought he should have got suspended.
Huh?
I never thought he should have got suspended.
Well, he hit that guy in the head. That was wrong with a helmet.
Bro, you gotta see what led to the action of him.
Yeah,
hitting
but
it.
the helmet, had he just duped him like boom, 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 I go, okay, cool, bang, bang, bang. But a helmet could actually cause brain damage.
Yeah.
But he also said, Mason Rudolph said some derogatory things.
Yeah.
We don't really know how true that is. I don't know if he's just trying to clean up his image so that people feel sorry for him when he comes back. But I think he should just let your play speak for itself.
And like you being the number one guy who gets a lot of penalties, like in the
That's true. So you
that doesn't help. That does not help.
Yeah, your reputation is already messed up like that.
The
Yeah.
game was already over, dude. You didn't have to tackle that guy like that. So I'm hoping he learned his lesson because a lot of kids watch football.
But hold on the helmet incident too. Don't forget, Mason tried to rip off his helmet, and you did
that's
again.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you try to rip it off first, and then you know what I mean. Like
I understand, but in the grand scheme of things, what I'm thinking about is your brand.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about kids.
Right.
And cooler heads should prevail. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of tussle in there.
Yeah.
And like I said, had he hit him with a little left, right. You know what I'm saying? Boop, boop. Fine.
Right.
But when you grab something that could actually hurt somebody.
Listen, we need more fight. Okay, I'm not condoning violence, but we need a bit more fighting in sports. Remember when baseball, Jose Bautista got knocked out? Fire!
I remember that.
That was fire! Like, I'm not saying it's good.
No,
I'm saying it's just entertaining.
I understand your point. You're saying, because it's like in hockey. Like in hockey, they still do
how
that.
did they knock you out? Like, it's over.
And then they keep moving, put you in the box.
But that's built into the sport, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's.
I don't want to be running around the bases after I hit a home run and a dude punched me in the face.
Boom! Knock you out, bro!
It's not good. It's not good. It's not good, guys.
Like, I'm telling you, just a little fight once in a while. I'm not saying every time, but, like, give me a little punch.
I do understand that. I get it.
Where are the brawls?
See, in basketball now, if you leave the bench, you're automatically suspended. You know, that's been the rule for the last 10 years or so. But it used to be bench clearings. Now there are no more bench clearings. And you got to give David Stern credit for that.
Real quick, let's talk about. I'm gonna talk about the XFL. Also, too, congratulations to Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen. He signed with Seattle.
He signed with Seattle.
He was Carolina, right?
Yeah. He was Panthers.
Okay. Damn, Carolina?
Yeah.
That'd be fire.
So he's going to Seattle to work with Russell Wilson.
I think that'd be a good
Wait, how old is he?
Probably like 36.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
up there,
But he can still get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's like a Jimmy Graham for them?
Absolutely.
And I was watching the XFL on Saturday, and it kind of just like hit me like, this ain't gonna pan out. This ain't gonna pan out at all. Because it's only because really, I like the safety rules. Love that. And I love
it's like communism. The idea is perfect, and it should work. But when you apply it,
it doesn't. Well,
clap that up, because that was some drop a bomb. That was a little education bomb that Freddie swooped in on. All right. But totally agree. But, because I'm watching all these players, and I'm like, y'all don't really deserve to be in the NFL. Like, y'all never really deserve to even.
So I'm watching minor league football.
Right.
And it stinks.
And it just.
I have college football for that.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So now these guys are better than college players, but not as good as NFL players. So they just kind of fit in the middle there. And I'm not too excited.
And it's not working. And then it goes back to your point. Do we really need that much football?
We don't.
Because that would be 7 months of football.
I think the first week was hype.
Right.
Right. You know.
Because their ratings.
I feel like it should be sort of like NBA. You could go like
overseas.
China, Australia, like LaMelo Ball.
Yes.
Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, Lance Stevenson. Like these people, it should be like that. Where like
so they
a
need
player that doesn't want to go to the college scene.
Right.
But he wants to get paid.
But then they need to move the XFL to China.
Right.
And make them travel to China, play out there so I don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
And then when they get drafted and they come back, I made it.
Yeah.
Or London will be
London
fire.
will be great.
Yeah,
London will be fire.
Or like make it where like you get international
Yeah.
players. That would be dope.
Right.
Because that's huge out there.
Because right now, I'm going to give it one more week.
Yeah, I'm a swoop in one
And
more.
then I think I might tune in for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just to
if I
see
can
the
remember.
worst, the best of the worst.
Yeah.
And see how
But
they
no, I think their idea would work. Like if they get like international players. Let's say
absolutely.
This kid from London just watches a lot of football and wants to be a football player. Okay, I'm gonna sign with the XFL.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Maybe they'll do that.
That would be fine.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
So let's talk the movie Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
I heard you guys went to go check it out.
We did.
It was our date for Valentine's.
Yeah, it was a little bit, yeah.
We down Dante.
We went on a bromance.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. It was a good, powerful female,
movie.
Female-inspired movie.
Right.
Pro-female, which I like.
We liked Margot Robbie because she was hilarious in that. And
Is that the female Joker?
yes, that is Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
They had Huntress in there. She's a assassin. She's sort of like a female version of Arrow. But except that she doesn't use a bow. She uses a crossbow.
Okay.
And you had Black Canary in there. She's also a female. It was all good. I didn't like the cop at first, the female detective. Sorry if it's spoilers. I don't know how to do non-spoilers, so just skip after this part.
Right.
I didn't like her at first because her acting was kind of just like it was unbelievable. Like
she wasn't a believable character.
Yeah. It wasn't like she didn't feel like a detective.
Yeah. And
Well, Harley Quinn was just the highlight of the movie.
Like she was the
Like
main focus.
it was her acting, her comedy was on point, funny.
Right. And I like the villain Black Mask. He was good.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah, he was.
The way they focus on like the New
The
York
villain
culture.
is important, man.
Very important.
The way they focus on New York culture, like the bacon, egg, and cheese, they emphasize the importance of the bacon, egg, and cheese because that was her goal.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And but
the one thing I didn't understand that blew me off, I don't understand why Joker left. Like why they broke up.
Yeah, well,
like, they didn't really explain that in the movie, which was weird to me.
Yeah, I do agree with that. She
referenced him a lot, but they didn't explain why they broke up in the first place.
Right.
Speaking of Joker, Joaquin Phoenix has just signed on to do a prequel to the Joker called Arthur.
Ooh.
Let's clap that up.
Oh, wait. That threw me for a loop. Hold up. That threw me for a loop. What is...
This
Arthur,
is about
that's before
he became the Joker. We thought we just saw that, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking I just saw that the entire time.
No, they're gonna go even further back.
Further back?
Yeah.
So wait, are we still gonna? I'm assuming we're still gonna get a sequel.
I don't know, so don't be upset with me. I'm just passing on the news. I'm just the messenger, boys.
Look, we need an actual Joker movie. Like, that was fire.
Yeah, but now
it was just like the sort of beginnings. We need him to go all out.
Yes.
Yeah.
All out Joker.
Come right out of the jail.
Right.
The Birds of Prey movie, we always stay for the credit, like after the credits.
Right, and
mainly because we gotta wait for everybody to leave, and then we get up because we stable. We gotta do that.
Yeah.
So, we were waiting to see like if it was like Marvel or like they do like this is a because if it's a Marvel movie, nobody gets up.
Right.
Like nobody gets up.
Absolutely.
But because it was DC, people were like, all right.
Peace.
So then she was like, yeah, if you want extra credit, here you go. And then it started. With music, and then she just mentioned Batman's name and it just cut off. Yeah, she was just like, yeah, and also too, I got a secret about Bruce, and then it just cut off.
I got a secret about Batman, Bruce, and then boom, it just cut off. And I was like, is that a Batman movie?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
That's a Batman movie?
Speaking of Batman, they're working on that.
Okay, all right.
Look, DC, you.
Look, DC has been coming up ever since Aquaman.
I understand that, but like, y'all need
to
really protect my heart. I'm very sensitive when it comes to these type of things.
Okay.
I feel y'all need to protect. Don't break my heart, cause then I'm gonna have to walk out and just like jump ship because I don't feel that way about Marvel because they took their time. They didn't really rush it. I feel like DC's rushing it.
Okay.
But not really. First of all, I feel like DC just pulling this out of nowhere. Because I didn't even know this movie's coming out until you call me like, yo, you want to go see this movie? I was like,
Yeah, they need to do better with their production.
Like, I don't expect anything, like, amazing.
And they're bringing out another Batman. This ain't even going to be, what's his name?
Ben Affleck, because he had issues, so they had to replace him.
So, so this is great.
But I am excited for Wonder Woman.
Oh,
that's my go-to.
I didn't watch the first one.
Oh, it was good. It was good.
A little slow, but it probably pick up.
I know there's a lot of philosophical things in it.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch the first one.
All right, guys. I heard the Justin Bieber album. One of you guys likes it, and one of you guys don't. Let's get that started.
All right, so let's start the debate. Fredy, you...
Look, I'm going to go first. Hold on. I'm going to go first. Listen, Justin Bieber, I love you. I'm going to need tickets. September, one of the September dates, your last day on your tour is here in New Jersey. In New York, New Jersey area. I need tickets. But this album, like, it's just not it. It's not it.
Okay.
And the reason, I'm not saying the music is bad, I'm just saying the impact of the overall album is not.
So what? Okay. So what did you not see?
I'm just saying, the beats were fire, but his message, I didn't understand his message.
Okay.
Like, I know he's changing and stuff, but, like, for me, most of the songs were just about his wife. Which is not bad. In hindsight...
How does that help your audience? Yeah.
Exactly. In hindsight, that works. Because that's... Like, this album is what Journals should have been. Like, Journals... You go from Journals, which is fire, like, pure fire, like, you should have dropped that now instead of, like...
Back then?
4 or 5 years ago when, like, you were acting reckless. But the music itself, not fire. There's a few songs on there that I really like. The one with Post Malone, that one's fire.
Yeah, that one is
called... The one with Quavo's okay. The one with Kehlani is fire. So I think that should have been the single.
So, Forever, Get Me, featuring Kehlani.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the track list now. That's
ETA is fire to me.
Okay.
So what's your take?
My take is you do get the message. He does have a message behind.
No, listen.
Because I've been doing my research. He has a little documentary leading into the album. He talks about this stuff. He talks about mental health. He talks about the fact that he was reckless when he was before he met his wife, and how he was doing a lot of cocaine and drugs, and he was,
that was shocking.
Right. And then he talked about how he has he had Lyme disease, and how his wife and the fact that he has a better support cast around him makes this album a complete better self of himself.
Okay.
All right. So to rebuttal that a little bit, I'm not against that. I'm pro that. Like, that works. That's amazing.
And you didn't hear
but
that?
I didn't hear that in the music. When it comes to just the music, like, I'm just judging the music. I'm not judging anything else about it. I know he is like, musically, the beats were fire. He got back with Po Beer.
Yeah.
He got back with him, and
As
he
a
makes
producer.
hits.
Yeah.
He makes the hits.
Yeah.
So, like, he got back with people that he used to work with.
Yeah.
When he dropped Believe.
Right.
What did you think about the beats and the overall message?
Overall message, I can hear it. I felt it. Beats was on point.
What were your favorite songs?
My favorite songs was Yummy. I like
Yummy.
I like
Yummy.
I like Intentions, Habitual, which was the second track, and Changes. And that's where he kind of goes into his changes that he's made in his life, and he was talking about how mental health is important and how he wants to protect young artists who are in that same position that he was in, because he didn't have a great support cast in terms of his parents, and he felt that, and at the time, and I agree with it, he felt that he was being taken advantage of when he came out with his first Believe, album.
Yes.
Which is true. It is true.
And I appreciate him trying to protect my favorite artist as well. One of my favorite artists as well, Billie Eilish.
So guys,
into that
in the chat,
look,
let us know in the comment section.
Don't take me wrong. My opinion can change.
So
because I feel like with his album, like, this is the same way I felt about Journals. Because I didn't like it at first. I was like, what is this? Not it.
Right.
But, like, once I really listened to it, and I was like, yo.
Well, no. That's the beautiful thing about opinions.
Yeah.
Everybody should have a different feel.
Absolutely.
For the music. So let's clap that up for Justin.
Give me your rate.
A lot of people were saying, too, like, They were saying that they want a little bit more of a mature Justin, as in like they want him to like.
Oh, start with the
like curse a little bit.
Gotcha.
Like they wanted him to like
grow up a little bit.
That lane.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because he curses on a rec, like he curses like when he's speaking to people, but like he don't really curse like in music.
Yeah.
Which is okay, I guess.
Nah,
well, as a pop artist, he's probably trying to make sure he stays in a certain.
But I've never seen him as a pop. I've seen him more like R&B. He's poppy. He's poppy, but I feel like he could get in that R&B bag.
Yeah, popular just means popular, you know.
Right. So give me your rate on the album before we go into
give it like a 7.5, 8-ish.
I give it 5 stars. That's my, full.
Okay.
Well, mine is out of 10. So
Yeah.
I'll give it like a 3.5.
Yeah.
So let's talk.
Going into
Boogie with the Hoodie.
Hey, Boogie with the Hoodie.
I wasn't really feeling this album.
Look, you're
I
wrong.
started out with it. There's 20 songs in this track. Now the ones I liked was "Might Not Give Up," "Cinderella Story," and "Sting" because the baby was on it.
Don't you think 20 songs is a bit much?
Yeah, and it only, unfortunately, I only feel this about hip hop. No disrespect, because I know you love that, and I do too.
No disrespect taken.
But there's a lot of times when I hear artists from that genre just give us 22 songs, and at least you could at least cut this down to half.
Okay.
Got you.
Because it's a lot of the same melodies, a lot of the same.
It gets redundant.
So he spoke about this. He spoke about, because I was watching interviews. So he spoke about the fact that he knew it was going to be long because that's what people wanted, but he didn't want to sound. He didn't want his voice to be like overtaken in the project. That's why he was going to do originally no features. So that's why he started getting the features. He started
diluting his own voice a little
bit. And
bit.
he started saying that because he was like, he knew people were going to get tired of his voice, so he needed features on it.
Right.
So the 20-track thing, I don't really feel it when I'm listening to it. Like I've listened to like 1 through 20,
right.
And it doesn't really feel that way.
Gotcha. It feels
like
less.
Like towards the end, it kind of does, but it kind of feels less because the melody of the overall tracks.
Yeah, I like one of the melodies.
It takes the vibe. So like, but I'm saying like he has real guitar,
right. Yeah,
in it.
That
like,
track I liked.
He talked about how he changed up to his approach in the studio, where like they literally make the song from scratch. So like they'll start like with the guitar and the piano and stuff, and he'll literally start rapping over that, and then they put the beat on top of it.
Okay.
So that's why he focused more on the melody.
Yes.
Exactly. And I felt it. Like I felt it on certain tracks. Like for example, Cinderella Story, I felt that.
Right.
Me and My Guitar.
Yeah,
like,
I love that song. I like that one too.
I feel like Juice WRLD would have been amazing on that song.
Yeah,
R.I.P. What's another song? Might Not Give Up with Young Thug. Numbers with Gunna and Rowdy Rich. What's another one? Girls Gone Bad. Good Girls Gone Bad. R.O.D. Rod. Even when you get towards the end, where those were his singles, like King of My City,
right.
Mood Swings, like a little bit older songs, but I feel like the way he placed them kind of flow together.
Right.
So like, yes, it's a long album and it's very like, but I feel like I hear more of the melody than I do his voice.
So on a scale of 1 to 10,
I give it a solid 9.
Okay. I'll give it a 6.5.
And he's gonna make this like a ritual. So according to him, he's saying that like he's gonna drop Artist 3.0 always on Valentine's Day. Because this was his first album that he dropped like 5 years ago. He drops Artist 0.1. And he doesn't know it's gonna be next year, but like whenever he drops it, it's gonna be around this time. And he said that for Artist 1.0, he focused more on piano sounds, so he would rap over the piano. And for this one, he switched it to the guitar.
So who knows?
So who knows what
instrument
he's gonna be into next? And he also said that he learned how to play the guitar, and he learned how to like play he learned by himself.
Nice.
Instead of someone to teach him.
Let's clap that up
So
for him.
I like it. It sounds very New Yorky vibe.
Yeah.
So Fred, where can you be reached?
Reach me on Snapchat. It's gonna be down in the description. Instagram, also down in the description. College,
College
life.
College life.
Yeah.
You already know what it's. Eli, where can you be reached?
I can be reached on social media, iTunes, Twitter, IG, Snapchat, YouTube, and Facebook, all at the WATE Podcast, The World According to Eli, sports, music, video games, and culture.
And
we haven't talked about video games in a minute.
We'll get that next week.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And we're
out of here. You know, the budget has improved.
The budget has improved.
We got bigger water bottles.
Yeah, we're back.
Instead of the little tiny ones.
Yep.
We're improved.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The Wait, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.